Listen, did you know that conducting more effective meetings with your team can really help your practice to grow and also to attract more patients? Meetings aren't just for status updates. If they're done right, they can set your practice up for success massively and very easily. So listen, this is important. Inside this video, I'm going to go over the top 5 mistakes that are potentially holding your practice back, and we're going to solve them. So let's watch this until the end of the video, and there I'm going to give you a resource that you can use for your very next meeting that's going to have an immediate and direct impact to your bottom line. Let's do this. One of our clients, Stephen, he's an osteopath from Sheffield in the UK. He was able to generate an extra 1,500 pounds in just 20 minutes with this material from this exact resource. So let's get to it. Now, there's been research that's shown an estimated $37 billion a year is lost due to lack of productivity, unproductive meetings per year. That's a staggering number, and it just shows how important it is to make sure that your meetings are run the right way. So what are some problems that poorly run meetings or sub-optimized meetings can have in your business? Well, here's the thing. Problem number 1 is this: weak coordination and malalignment. Your healthcare practice relies on smooth coordination between so many roles, practitioners, assistants, admins, and more. Much of this alignment happens through regular team meeting and cadence. When meetings are disorganized or they're vague, coordination suffers. For instance, treatment plans for patients might start becoming unclear, or the front desk staff didn't get the message about a change in appointment times. This confusion leads to frustrating mix-ups like scheduling conflicts, incorrect treatment instructions, delays in preparing treatment rooms, and so on. The list goes on. Over days, weeks, and months, these issues, they pile up, resulting in lower patient volume due to reduced availability, higher costs from staff overtime and turnover, revenue and profit losses because patients leave for a better organized and better aligned workplace. The second problem is this: there's a lack of problem solving. Now, with so many fast moving parts, healthcare practices they've got a lot of challenges to deal with in the first place. Things like insurance claims, staff conflict, or clinical errors, or patients missing their appointment. Meetings give you a way to address these problems early, but if they aren't structured properly, things get missed. And then a small problem, it grows and becomes a massive problem. It spirals out of control fast. The third problem is this: a missed opportunity. The cost of missed opportunity is huge. So if a practice has got a new service, like special dental cleaning technique, for example, or a new type of physical therapy device, you've got to be telling people about it. But if staff meetings are all over the place, they might not be set up with a proper plan for your marketing campaign. You're missing the opportunity. This means fewer people are learning about your new services and equipment, leading to fewer new inquiries, less money for your practice. So the bottom line is, if your meetings aren't effective, it's kind of like termites that eat away at a house. You don't really see them, but the next thing you know, entire house crumbles. But what does it look like when you do this well, the way that my clients do it? Well, the first thing is this: you strengthen teamwork and communication and alignment. Imagine a rowing crew where everyone's rowing at their own pace or direction. They probably wouldn't get very far, would they? Well, a practice can be a lot like that rowing crew. Everyone's going to be moving together in sync toward a common goal: excellent patient care. When people feel part of that team, they work together, they work better together. They're leading to positive change throughout the whole practice. Everyone communicates more clearly, more positively, leading to fewer mistakes, a happier team and happier patients overall. The second thing is this: maintaining focus on growth goals. Growth doesn't just happen. It's like a plant. You need to water it, give it sunlight. In a practice like yours, meetings are the time to check in on, how's the garden doing? How's that plant going? Are new services actually working? Is it attracting more clientele? Is an office expansion on track? Is that new service being used? These meetings are the sunlight and water that help your practice grow. The third thing is uncovering and acting on opportunities. Now, team meetings are golden opportunities to brainstorm creative campaigns to attract more patients. When run well, meetings can tap into this collective experience of your entire team. It can get everyone's creative minds flowing in this focused, collaborative setting, and things really take off. When people feel their voices are valued, they offer more ideas, they feel safe, they feel excited, they feed off each other's energy. It becomes contagious. Before you know it, you have this treasure trove of ideas to better attract and retain happy patients. So the impact that a well-run meeting can have on your practice is way bigger than you might realize. They strengthen how teams work together, keep everyone focused on growth, help solve problems quickly. Better teamwork leads to better patient care, which leads to more patients and leads to more growth for your practice. So next time there's a meeting on the schedule, remember this: it's not just another item on your to-do list. It's an opportunity to make your practice even better. So let's go over the 5 meeting mistakes holding your practice back right now. Mistake number 1, failing to prepare. This involves lacking a well-structured plan and the materials that you need to conduct an effective meeting. It also involves reviewing notes or issues beforehand so that you can discuss them during that meeting. Not allocating preparation time leads to disorganized, wasteful meetings. What you want to do is have your team members submit their discussion points beforehand. Now that way you can review, you can make adjustments, you can provide the solutions. You're all on top of this and you have a much more productive and effective conversation. Mistake number 2, not having a little black book. Every challenge or idea that comes up in between meetings should be documented in what I like to call a little black book. Keeping this little black book to track key issues, metrics, and big ideas between meetings. We talked about missed opportunities earlier. This is a perfect way to make sure you don't miss those opportunities. Mistake number 3, taking too much responsibility on your plate personally. This means you might find yourself making the mistake of driving every single conversation or initiative. Some people might call this micromanaging. As the leader, of course, you'll be the one making the key decisions, but there's no need to do everything yourself. Let your team, encourage your team to bring their ideas and their expertise to the meetings. Get their input and how they see things. It's going to keep your whole team engaged and it's going to keep your own stress levels way down. Mistake number 4, not owning your space in that meeting. This is more about presence, respect, and authority. You'd be surprised how many of our clients are making this mistake before they met us. And when a practice owner isn't owning their space, what happens is that meetings become chaotic. People are less likely to listen to you or they're distracted by their phones. You guys know what I'm saying right now. They're looking down, they're scrolling. They might even talk over you and interrupt you. Owning your space means taking control of the room. Now, I don't mean that as being the only one talking and shouting at everyone or anything like that. What I mean is you're the one facilitating discussions. You're the one fostering teamwork. You're getting everyone involved and you're projecting strength through your tone of voice, your body language, and even how you dress. Mistake number 5, not planning marketing content. This could in fact be the biggest issue of all, biggest mistake of all. You see, many people focus on just operations during meetings. They'll talk about the numbers for the week, the coffee machine breaking down, so what happened on the weekend, or changing the music in the waiting room. But what they tend to overlook is mapping out their marketing content. Your team meeting is an excellent chance to strategize and plan your marketing campaigns and your content, your social media posts, your emails, any other messaging that you're putting out there that helps bring awareness to your practice. By doing so, what you do is this: you're going to drive more appointments with the right people. You're going to bring in way more inquiries, so people are excited to see you. That way you can boost your practice's numbers and profitability. Plus, it turns marketing into this really enjoyable team effort that brings real results. In fact, I feel this part is so important that I've got a resource I've created that I'd love to give you absolutely free. This is called the Weekly Practice Content Plan. It's a total game changer. What it is, it's a tool you can use in your meeting. You can use this with your team to create high value, profit boosting marketing content for your practice. You do it as a team exercise. It's so much fun. Super easy to use. Takes all the guesswork out of your marketing content. You only get a copy. It's available to you absolutely free. Just go ahead, click the link below or around this video to download your copy of the Weekly Practice Content Planner today, and you will find your meetings are going to be so much more productive, collaborative, and profitable. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you for doing so. Go get that guide. You're going to love it. I'll see you in the next video.